The Ryder Cup 2025 is not far away, just over 6 weeks to go in Bethpage, United States. Both captains can pick 6 wildcard picks and 6 players automatically qualify. Time of recording, 6 players haven't all qualified automatically, but I will get into picking the teams now. Now, starting with Team USA, 6 players currently in the top 6 of the ranking. For the Team USA, Scottish Scheffler is obviously already qualified. 2 major wins this year, PGA and the Open. The best player in the world. He is going to be the talisman for the United States. Now, rankings 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they will remain in the top 6 and qualify automatically. That is Xander Schauffele. Fantastic year last year. Not as good this year, but consistent. I think he has got a victory on tour. Please correct me if I'm wrong. JJ Spawn, he won the US Open. To be fair, breakout year for him. He has been consistent, but to get that massive win, that major, he deserves. I believe this will be his first appearance in the Ryder Cup. Russell Henley, a very solid year. A win early on in the season. Continues to climb the rankings, and he deserves his spot, and he will make the team. I can't see him climbing out of the team. Bryson DeChambeau, another one that will basically all but there. He does represent Live Golf. He has won a few tournaments in Live Golf this year, and he did have an opportunity to win the Masters, and he did win the US Open last year. So another good player, not my favourite player, but he will definitely be in the team. Now the last spot, it's still very much all to play for between Harris English and Justin Thomas. To be fair, I think both players will get picked regardless. But I just think Justin Thomas might steal it. He's not many points behind. He's only just came out of the top 6 time of recording. I think he'll get it back in time, and he will be the 6th player. Like I said, Justin Thomas has hit a bit of form this year. He has won on tour, a couple of decent performances, a couple of seconds, back to where he was 3-4 years ago. And I think he missed out last time, but he definitely will be there regardless. And I think he will just nick that last automatic spot. Now the 6 wild cards. Now I'm going to start with Harris English, who I think will miss out. He's currently in this spot, but I think he'll miss out. I think he'll be a wild card anyway. He's been a very solid player for a long time. He's one of those players that doesn't win a lot, but is consistent, and he climbs the rankings, and then he'll get that big win. Now, he hasn't won a major. I don't think he's played at Ryder Cup. This will be a rookie for him, but he's too high in the rankings to be ignored, and I think he will go. He will be picked. Now, with the other 5, it's very interesting. I'm going to pick 3 more players in the top 12. Now, I think Ben Griffin is a lock for me. Breakout year, 2 wins on tour, first 2 wins, wins on the PGA Tour this year. Playing really good golf. He has been in contention parts of majors this year. And I think, yes, he's another rookie, but I think he'll get picked and he'll get added to the team. Colin Morikawa, he's in the top 12 as well. There's no reason why he won't get picked. I think he's currently 8 in the rankings. He's definitely going to be picked by Keegan Bradley. We know what he can do. Again, he hasn't played as well, maybe, as he has for previous years, but he's been consistent, and he'll get his opportunity to play again for the United States. And Brian Harman, another player that is just in the top 12, I believe. He will get picked. There's no reason why he won't get picked. He had a decent bit of form in the last few months. He did win a major a couple of years ago. Hasn't won too much since, but I believe he did win last year. But again, consistency, that's what gets you in these rankings, and I think he will join the team. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to go for 2 wildcard picks in the sense where they're outside the top 12. This means that the captain, who, by the way, is Keegan Bradley, who is currently 10th in the rankings, he has said that he won't pick himself. He will only play if he automatically qualifies, which he has to win a few tournaments to do that, I believe. I'm not sure if it's still an opportunity. He says he won't pick himself as a playing player. So I don't think he'll make it, and I don't think McNeely will make it. Only because there's a few rookies, I believe, already. He is not the name that they want. They want experience, and there's 2 players that I think will join. First off is Patrick Cantlay, who's just outside the top 12. It makes complete sense to pick him. He's played in the Ryder Cup before. He's got a really good long game. The course will suit him, and he's a top 30 player. The other one, he's quite far down the rankings of the Ryder Cup rankings, but he's shown a bit of form in the last few months. 3-time major winner. It's Jordan Spieth. I think he's the best of the big names that are not near the top 20. There's a lot of big names that are not there this year. A lot of them play Live Golf, and some of them play in the main tour. Jordan Spieth isn't right near it, but I think he's near enough to get the attention with a bit of form. I think, you know, with a few rookies and maybe unexperienced players, he'll join the team. So, Team USA will be Scotty Scheffler, Alexander Zverev, JJ Spawn, Russell Henley, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas, Harris English, Ben Griffin, Colin Morikawa, Brian Harman, Patrick Cantlay and Jordan Spieth. Now, let's go to the European side of it. Now it's to Team Europe, the visiting team this year. Not won in America for a few years. They will be outsiders, but they've got plenty of quality, plenty of major winners and top 25 players in the world. This year, Luke Donald will have 6 wildcard picks. The top 6 in the European Ryder Cup ranking will automatically qualify. And again, this is, as I've mentioned already, time we're recording, we're the end of July. So I'm going to go through the 6 players that will qualify automatically, and then go through the 6 wildcard predictions. So time we're recording, I believe some of these might be confirmed. I am looking at the 6 that are there now, and I think that they won't change. So Rory McIlroy, obviously, he's going to be the first player, number 1. We know what he's done this year, Masters champion. Tommy Fleetwood, we know what he's done. You know, still can't win in America, but he's had a couple of really good finishes. Should have won the Travelers Championship, but got back into the top 30 after a few, you know, like 2024 wasn't his best year, but he has got back into where he belongs, but he just needs to win. But when it comes to Ryder Cup, he's an asset. Robert McIntyre continues to get better. Some good performances, especially in the US Open. Won a few times on tour in America recently, in the last year. He'll get his spot. Tyrrell Hatton, he's a live player, but he has won on the European Tour this year, DP World Tour, and he also won at the end of last year, so twice in a calendar year. So he's basically a guarantee. Seb Striker, again another guarantee. I think he's had a couple of wins on the PGA Tour this year in the top 10. Completes he'll be there as well. And Shane Lowry, a player that doesn't win a lot, but he's one of the most consistent players without winning I've ever seen. Continues to be consistent. Again, he had a drop off a few years back, but he's now come back into the reckoning without winning that much, to be fair. But he's a consistent player. So to confirm the 6 players as of time of recording who I expect to stay in the top 6. Rory McIlroy. I didn't say a lot about Rory. You don't need to know that much about Rory. You know how good he is. He's going to be talisman. Tommy Fleetwood, Robert McIntyre, Tyrrell Hatton, Seb Striker, and Shane Lowry. Now, who are going to be the 6 players to join them? So, right now, a lot of people would probably predict the same 6 as me. I try and be as different as possible, but I can't see them doing any different. So, 4 of the 6 players I'm going to pick are actually in the top 12 of the current ranking. Now, I'll start off with Victor Hovland. I'm a big fan of Victor Hovland. You know, he went through a tough 2024 after an amazing couple of years, but he has won recently on tour in the last 3 or 4 months, and he nearly won the US Open as well. He was a big asset last time out in the Ryder Cup. He'll be on the plane. He'll be going. Ekberg, again, he started to drop off a bit, but had a couple of really fantastic years. Hasn't progressed as much as we thought he would, but he's still very young, and he's an absolute top 20 player in the world. Consistent, doesn't win as much, but he has won in the last year. So again, there's no reason why you wouldn't pick him. And now we're looking at Justin Rose as the next choice. It's an obvious choice. He's in the top 12, Masters runner-up, back in the top 25, a decent showing in the Open. There's no reason why you wouldn't pick Justin Rose. He won not long ago. After a couple of poor years, he lost his form, but he's back to where he belongs. You know, he's not young now, and I think he's near the 50 mark. So, yeah, fair play to Justin Rose. He'll be on the plane as well. And then, this is where it gets interesting. Ramos Horgard, not Nikolai. They are twin brothers. Ramos is currently 7th in the ranking. He's been a bit more consistent than his brother, and his brother actually was the one who played in it last year, if you want to get some clarification. I expect him to to be the pick due to the fact where he is in the rankings. And I don't think there's enough star power to take him out. I don't see why his brother would go over him. He's had a better, more consistent year. So I expect him to be the fourth player out the top 12 to join the top 6. So that means there's 2 players that are not currently in the top 12 that I think will get picked. So the other players, there's a lot of players that I could talk about. Matt Wallace, who is in the top 12, Thomas Beckley, who's in the top 12. I think they miss out. I think Aaron Rye also misses out, even though he's had a fantastic couple of years. These 2 players, I think it's just experience, major winners in the team last time. One of them's shown a bit of form, and that first person's Max Fitzpatrick. He's had a couple of poor years after winning the major, the US Open a few years back, 2021 or 2022, one of them years anyway. But he's had a couple of decent performances in majors this year, climbing the rankings. He's climbing the European Ryder Cup ranking, so I expect him to be in the team. And the other one is Jon Rahm. He is live golf. He hasn't really done anything on the DP World Tour. He's in the top 20. Couple of decent performances in majors as well as Max Fitzpatrick. He's won a few times on Live Tour, I believe. So why would you not pick them 2 players? Starting to get some form, proven in the Ryder Cup, proven in top golf levels. So I expect them to join the team. And the team is going to be McIlroy, Fleetwood, McIntyre, Straka, Hatton, Lowry, Horgard, Rose, Hoffman, Edberg, Fitzpatrick and Jon Rahm. Will this team beat America? We will see.